rounds. The overall leader is John Cleland in the Vauxhall Astra, the Class C leader. He has 45 points. In second place, James Weaver in the BMW M3. He heads Group B. Then with 30 points comes Phil Dowsett and the Toyota Corolla. The fourth overall is Frank Sittner in his BMW. In fifth place, Louise Aitken-Walker in the Astra GTE. And currently sixth, 1 point behind Louise, Rob Gravett, the Class A leader in the Sierra RS 500. Setting the scene at Silverstone for round 6 is Steve Ryder.
Round 6 of the Esso British Touring Car Championship came less than a week after round 5 had been stopped in such dramatic fashion at Thruxton. Rob Gravett's Trackstar Sierra completely wrecked in a crash with Phil Dowsett's Toyota. But this self-same car had been rebuilt to do battle at Silverstone.
All the boys at Trackstar, they've worked so hard. They haven't stopped, well, since the crash. They've worked 3-hour shifts and worked all day, all night, all day, all night. And it's amazing. I'm amazed that the car's even here. We've had bits flown in from Australia, from Switzerland. Amazing. I mean, the drive shafts for the car we actually got Saturday morning at 3 o'clock in the morning. So it's all been a bit of a mad rush. But I think the car should go well in the race. We were third quickest in the second qualifying on a race set up. So I'm sort of quite looking forward to the race now.
In what's turning out to be the best ever season of British touring car racing, round 6 of the championship is on a new Silverstone circuit, part of the British Racing Drivers Club's non-stop programme of development. It's the 1.9-mile national circuit, a long straight, 7 corners and a chicane. And here they come behind the pace car for the rolling start of the 25-lap race. It's number 1, Andy Rouse, in pole position in a completely rebuilt car, alongside 1987 British champion Tim Harvey, followed by Harvey's teammate Lawrence Bristow, number 6, and Graham Good, with Rob Gravett 5th in the lineup. So this is the closing stages of the new national circuit, into and out of the second right-hander at the new bridge corner, and that leads up to the Woodcote chicane, which of course they don't take on this, the rolling lap up to the start, as they follow the Rover Vitesse. So it's number 1 in pole position, Andy Rouse, on the left. Number 7, Tim Harvey in the blue Ford Sierra on the right. Behind Andy Rouse, it is Lawrence Bristow, and then it's Graham Good. The pace car peels off into the pit lane. The race is on. Tim Harvey noses ahead as they go down to Cox Corner, but it's Andy Rouse taking the inside line who leads. Harvey second, then it's Graham Good. 3 together, Bristow, Brodie and Gravett. Now on to Maggots at 145 miles an hour, and it's Tim Harvey in the lead ahead of Rouse. They share 5 British championships between them. Harvey into Beckett's, second gear, about 70 miles an hour. 550 horsepower through those rear tyres, down the straight, building to over 160 miles an hour. Harvey, Rouse, Graham Good in the black Sierra, Bristow, then Rob Gravett. Under the bridge, down into Brooklands Corner, second gear, 60 miles an hour. Harvey, Rouse, Good, Bristow, Gravett, Brodie and Mike Smith well up there. Into Bridge Corner. Gravett, 21, is trying to pass Lawrence Bristow. He doesn't succeed. Now up to the chicane at the end of the first lap. Third gear, 90 miles an hour. Harvey, Rouse, Good, Bristow, Gravett, 5th, Brodie, Smith, Walker and Carl Jones, and the rest of them pouring through. Down to Cox Corner, and Rob Gravett in the red and white Sierra is taking Bristow on the inside, up into 4th place. Maggots, Harvey leads 4 times British champion Andy Rouse. And it's a superb battle behind them for 3rd place. Good, Gravett and Bristow, but there's Harvey leading, Rouse, then the next 3 virtually together. And just look at the speed and power of Tim Harvey's Sierra Cosworth Turbo, over 140 miles an hour. And Rob Gravett is taking Graham Good good, and third place. Look at them. Under the bridge, there's Harvey, Rouse, Gravett on the inside. Gravett is through, up into third place. It's Good in fourth position. Then it's Bristow down in fifth position. But look at number 21, Rob Gravett. 12 hours ago, his car was an empty shell being rebuilt after his colossal crash at Thruxton just 6 days ago. Can he catch Andy Rouse in front of him and Harvey? There they go, through the chicane, and Gravett is gaining. Then it's Good, Bristow, Brodie, Smith, Walker, Jones, and the rest of them. And now we're in car with James Weaver chasing his B-class teammate Frank Sittner. Well, team colleague, actually, they're hardly mates, and it looks like another BMW M3 Epic as they go into Copse, with Frank Sittner ahead, and bang! Something's gone, and that's what I would call terminal understeer. Fearless Frank is history now. And we're approaching Beckett's. Graham Good is getting a very hard time from veteran Dave Brodie. Four of them together, Bristow, Good, Brodie and Smith, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh, and Brodie has hit Good. His left front spoiler is broken. Smith is alongside Good and Brodie, and no one is backing off. And coming up to Brooklands, Smith is through. Smith is past Good, he's past Brodie, he's up into fifth position. That broken spoiler's no help to Dave Brodie. There is Mike Smith. Brodie in the white car, you can see the broken spoiler. So, Mike Smith. Now, Gravett and Smith's secret is tyres. The Trackstar team's got an exclusive deal with Yokohama, and it's paying off. There's Dave Brodie. Chasing Mike Smith. Lap 4, Cox Corner. 7 seconds, covers the first 6. Dave Brodie goes round Copse. Now on to Beckett's. Harvey, Rouse. Gravett in third position. Down the straight. So it's still Harvey leading. Rouse second. Gravett in third position. Down to Brooklands. Underneath the bridge. Is Andy Rouse playing a waiting game? It's very unlikely, but with a long way to go, he might just be nursing his tyres, sitting comfortably behind Tim Harvey. There are the leaders, onto the chicane, but Rob Gravett is the man to watch. He walked away from a gigantic Thruxton crash on Monday, and now he's definitely charging for victory. There he is, number 21. He's just done a record lap, 93.64 miles an hour. At the end of another lap, up to Copse, the right-hander, Harvey, Rouse, Gravett, Bristow, Smith, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. There's Harvey. Up to Maggots. The car's beautifully balanced. Just look at them, rock steady, on the limit at 145 miles an hour. Down to Beckett's. Number 7, Tim Harvey leading. Rouse runs a bit wide, and that gives Rob Gravett the chance to close up a bit, and his tyres, amazingly, get better as the race goes on. Under the chicane, this is the Class B BMW battle. It's almost been lapped. It's Weaver, Godfrey Hall, John Clark, Ian Forrest, first, second, third and fourth in Class B as they go down to Copse, just as close as the Sierras. There's Godfrey Hall, and John Clark is off. But a bit of quick, lightning quick grass tracking back onto the circuit, down to fourth in Class B. Out of bridge, 1 second covers the first 3. It's still Tim Harvey, Andy Rouse, Rob Gravett. Up to the chicane again, and through. Down to Copse. Lights ablaze, lap 6. Harvey, Rouse and Gravett are lapping. And behind them in the chicane, it's all action. Mike Smith pulling away from Brodie, Walker, Newman and Graham Good down to 9th position. Now, at Maggots, did I speak too soon? Is Rob Gravett catching the leaders? Let's look at Beckett's. Harvey. What's the gap between Harvey and Rouse? There's the gap. What's the gap between Rouse and Gravett? There it is. Down the straight again at 160 miles an hour. In car with Jerry Marnie, 12th, and whoops, that's Derek Van Cowen's Ford ahead. Now that looked like an expensive smoke signal to me. Engine or tyres? Well, he keeps it going, so it must have been a wheel locking up. Out of Brooklands. seconds, and Rouse is going for it. Harvey leading. Rouse right up alongside him almost. Gravitt is right there, and he is gaining now. Look as they come out of the right-hander. Harvey leads, Rouse second, Gravitt third. It's as close as that. Out of bridge, through the chicane. 2 1989 winners. Can Tim Harvey hang on and make it 3? Down to Cox, 135 miles an hour, and Andy Rouse is going for it as they approach the right-hander. He's on the inside of Harvey's car.